that means. So I have to pin down today and make sure that my guest sound works, because I'm hoping I get some guests on Coffee with Friends tomorrow morning. Tomorrow night. Good morning, Zen. Good morning, Miss Shalandere. Good morning, So Blessed. Well, in the meantime, between time, I'm going to give y'all some of these morning vibes. I have played my intro music for y'all enough to know that it's out there. I put it up 5 minutes before my show. So being that that already plays before my show starts, I'm going to go back to my other vibes to let y'all know what. Step one, wake up, brother, gonna rise with the sun. Step two, get some good, some food in you. Step three, come on in, y'all. Step four, everybody just do your thing. Wake up. Today's gonna be a good day. 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 Come on in, y'all. Wake up. I'm manifesting this shit. It's gonna be a good day. That's right. Today's gonna be a good day. Set your affirmations, hey. I got shit to do, the aftermath of preparation. I always got shit to do. What? Blood in circulation. One step at a time. Yeah, that's how you make it. Set a goal you control. Set a goal, y'all. Set your goals. Hashtag fit friends. And if I make a mistake, it's called education. I try to do this shit every day. Hey. Come on in. Hey, Lisa Brooklyn. Hey, Uhu. Hey, So Blessed was already on. Hey, Fancy K. Come on in. Wake up. Wake up. Let's see who's on YouTube. Come on in, Facebook. Hey, Amazon 46 Triple D. Yes, wake up. Today's gonna be a good. Life ain't easy. Get your motherfucking coffee or your tea. Sometimes I'm barely breathing. What the fuck? Negative thoughts. I'll never stop unless I can swap all the bad for the good in my head when I'm lost. Hey, what? So I'ma fake it till I make it. Hey, Bird Notice, come on in. Hey, Georgie. One day at a time. That's how you operate a cadence. Stay away from all that shit that causes you to be like, fuck that. I live my life in my head like a narration. Don't expect greatness through. Don't expect greatness, but I'll take it. What? Wake up. Wake up. Today's gonna be a good day. Wake up. Hey. What we saying? Wake up. Wake up. Today's gonna be a good day. I'm not gonna say it's gonna be anything other than. Now, mind you, I have woken up and felt like complete shit. But as long as we tell ourselves it's gonna be a good day, we hope that we manifest that shit, right? I've been manifesting a lot of shit, and my mama over here, because my mama is in town. We get so excited. It's like a kid in a candy store, all right, when your mama come and visit you when you're an adult, right? But when you growing up and you in the same house with your mama, you be like, oh, she get on my nerve. But I was so excited to see her. And then, she's only here for a month, right? Because she came for the wedding. She's only here for a month. And then I'm like, oh my God, how do I let you go after a month? So normally what I do, I know I'm ashamed. Ashamed of myself because I'm so damn grown, still acting like a little kid. What I normally do is when my mother's about to leave, I'll be trying to go with her back to Florida. And then I pack my shit and I go and I hang out with her for about a week or two. So I'm thinking about going back when she flies back. I'm not sure yet. It really depends on my schedule and what I'm doing because I could work from anywhere. So I'll just pack up my laptop, all right, catch an evening flight so that I don't have to take no days off, go to Florida, work, and go to the damn beach in the afternoon, right? I mean, I would take a day or two off to hang out at the beach or some shit like that. But I don't have to take a whole week or two off, you know. Gotta appreciate your mamas when they're still here. So many people on my timeline are expressing missing their mama. And I don't know what that feels like, and I'm not ready to know. Right. And so I'm just celebrating and appreciating every bit of time that I get. You know what I'm saying? Good morning. Happy Thursday, y'all. Hey, One Reliable Sim. Hey, Glamour 47. Yes, so blessed. I will tell her hello. Since she been here, she yesterday and today, it don't look like she hopping on the show, but who knows? Because I just woke her up because her alarm clock was going off. And anybody has a headset set up on their computers at home, if you do podcasting, you know that these headset pick up all kinds of sounds. I hear her alarm for her medicine going off in the background, so I screamed and woke her up. All right. And so maybe she'll jump on the show, maybe she won't. Who knows? But she's here, y'all. All right. Hey, Soulful BBW. I see you on both platforms. Hey, Ghost. Good morning. Good morning. Um, Zen said, I have to pause for a minute because that fucking name, Amazon 46 Triple D, is so hilarious, right? Because we cut everybody's name short on here. If you notice, like if your name is Amazon 46 Triple D, I just call you Amazon. All right. Soulful BBW is just soulful. Okay. Ghost 95 is just ghost. So blessed 2021 is just so blessed, and so forth and so on. Zen Richards is just fucking Zen. All right. I can't say the whole name, but the reason why Amazon 46 Triple D is so hilarious is because when we cut her name, we just say, "Hey, Amazon." And I'm like, what the? Like, it just sound weird. But I love it. Good morning, Chef You. Zen said, I have about enough energy to sit in the chair today and maybe blink. Zen, get off my damn live. You are retarded. You said you have enough energy to sit in the chair today and maybe freaking blink. Baby, Zen, I have a project at work that is, and I'm sure every corporation that aligns with the SEC in the street, right? When you're talking about trading, and services that align with the financial markets, everybody got that fucking project T+1. T+1 is trade settlement date. So any of y'all into trading stocks and shit like that, currently today we're in trade settlement plus 2 days. That means that you could sell your shit, and in 2 days it settles and you get your fucking money. Well, the street is changing it to 1 day. So it's T+1 instead of T+2, trade settlement plus 1 business day, right? And so I know it sounds so easy, but to switch from trading plus 2 processing days to trading plus 1 processing day is a lot of work, y'all. A lot of applications have to be rewritten. A lot of shit has to be done. And before they even implement some shit like that, it's 2, 3 years worth of work. That is the project that I'm on right now. When I tell you, Zen, I'm fucking dead. I'm dead because a lot of corporations today, ever since the pandemic, we are operating thin. And what I mean thin is a project of this nature that I'm on. I should have at least a team of 2 other PMs or 3 that is assisting me with this program. But baby, I'm trying to hold this program together by myself. You understand? These corporations are operating thin. I'm dead too, Zen. I know what you're saying. The funny thing is, I was on the phone with my boss, and, we were talking about start times, like start time, work times. And I said, it's funny because people, they inbox me and they'll be like, what time do you start work? And I'm like, what? Now, Zen, damn right, we don't have a start time and we don't have an end time. Like people be like, I go to work from 9 to 5, or I go to work from 8 to 4, I go to work from 7 to 3, I go to work from 12 to 8. I just go to work whenever, right? Sometime they're pinging me for a 7 o'clock meeting. Sometime I got a 6 o'clock at night meeting, right? They don't give a daggone. They don't have a 9 to 5 schedule. All right. For real, for real. Sometime I got to work on the weekends, the whole weekend. Okay. And they don't pay you extra for it because that's how the salary world goes. Okay. We are operating very thin. So I understand the sitting in the chair and blinking shit. Hey, Madison. Hey, AG. Good morning. Amazon said, I'm not a morning person. I'd rather be sleeping. I hear that shit. I can't sleep like that. I can't even get back in my bed during the day. I have to lay around on the couch or some shit like that. If I'm laying around in my bed, that's because my man is here or I'm there or whatever. It's the only reason why I'm laying around in bed. But if I'm just, in my house and chilling, if you catch me in the bed during the day, it's because I don't feel good or something like that. I'm just saying. Hey, Blissfully Evolving. Good morning. So, what do y'all think about Nick Cannon on his 10th child? Like at this point, I feel like he's punking us. I do. So he's having another child with, I forget the lady's name. I posted it on my page. I can't keep up with the names of these women. Okay. Grand Rising, Blissfully Evolving. um, but he is on his 10th child. At this, somebody get that man some damn help. Get that man some damn help. Okay. Zen said, geez, that sounds awful. I'm glad I'm not in finance right now. Zen, I tried to get out of finance so bad. I was at the Hackensack Medical Hospital for about a year and I was bored as fuck. I was like, what happened? Like, I went from being crazy in the financial industry and begging to get out of that shit. Went and worked at the hospital for a year, and I was on the fence with whether I liked it or I hated it because I was so bored. And then I said to myself, what if the hospital lays me off at some point, right? My skill set is going to be dry because they were behind the times. And I was like, nah, I'm going to fuck up. I'm going to fuck myself up on my resume. And so I left. But then I couldn't get nobody to look at me that was non-finance. I interviewed at marketing companies. I tried to get into pharmaceutical companies. I tried to do all of that. And each interview I went on, especially with the marketing companies, they felt like based on my resume, I was too structured to adapt to what the marketing environment was like. And I was like, but wait, I have a whole degree in business and marketing, and that still ain't good enough. So that's why I say the fuck is going on with these degrees because y'all still just looking at my resume. You don't give a fuck what my degrees say, right? So I ended back up in finance. So that is it. Okay. It is awful. Zen said, I'm a contractor now. I can work 40 hours and that's it. And no one is trying to find me and track me down. I'm just there, maybe blinking. I remember when I was a contractor at Ridge, the same company I'm at now. And I, when I was a contractor, they didn't let me work weekends. They didn't let me work overtime. Okay, my hours was 9 to 5 or 8 to 4 or whatever because they didn't want to pay the double time and the time and a half on my contractor rate. All right. But as soon as they onboarded me as a full-time employee, I remember, okay, I was traumatized. I worked 13 weekends in a row doing a system migration, 13 weekends in a row. You see how the fuck they do? Because I'm not getting overtime anymore. That's why when you are salaried, you have to go in and ask for exactly the money you want. Don't be afraid. The fuck? Okay. Good morning, Radiant Glow, United States. Hey, Theo. Good morning. Madden said Brittany Bell already has 2 kids by him. Now it's their third. Yes, Brittany Bell is the name. Now this is their third kid. He needs to cut it off. At this point, I think he's doing it on purpose. I swear, y'all, I think he's doing this on purpose as a shock value or he needs some damn attention. But, baby, all right? With monkeypox and shit going around, he taking big fucking risks. I don't know, y'all. But the other thing, y'all see the topic today, biracial parents. Is it okay to disown your parent if they are racist? Now let's talk about this. Now this is based on a video that I saw on TikTok, and the girl was crying, and it touched my heart. And I wanted to talk about this because this is additional healing we need in our fucking community because the biracial folks are sometimes swimming in the middle and don't know exactly where they belong and there's struggles there. I'm not biracial, so I don't know what those struggles feel like personally. I can only go by what I see, what I read, and what people say. The fuck? And so that's why I'm bringing the topic to the table. But before we get into that, But think about the topic. Biracial parent. Is it okay to disown your parent if they are racist? Okay. This particular girl, white mother, black dad. Think about this, right? I don't know if any of you on here are biracial and if any of you had to deal with this, but let's think about this for a minute. All right. And before we get into the topic, I want to talk about George Foreman. Get your fucking coffee or your tea. If you came in here on IG, hit the hearts because I love y'all motherfuckers and I need to know y'all love me. And if you came in here on YouTube, okay, before, some of the Coffee with Friends members jump on y'all, give me the thumbs up. Let me know that you like my shit. All right. Give me the thumbs up. Let me know that you here. Because after, when I go back and look at my video, I do look at how many people was on my video versus how many likes I got. And some of y'all be dissing me. I'm telling you. Some of y'all be dissing me. You just won't go and give me that thumb. I don't know. Give me the damn thumb, y'all. Okay, let me know that y'all loving it. All right. And if you're on Facebook, pop in and say, hey, the fuck? Facebook be treating me like a dirty, nappy-headed stepchild. I don't the fuck know. But get your coffee or your tea. George Foreman. I posted this on my page. What in the entire fuck? George Foreman is now being dragged for some sexual shit that happened in his 20s. How old is George Foreman? Does anybody know how old he is? I know he older than me, right? He got to be older than me. All right. George Foreman, I posted it on my page. It says, let me see, because I want to make sure that I'm reading this the fuck right. Okay. George Foreman hit with lawsuit due to recent allegations he sexually assaulted 2 minors while in his 20s. What do y'all have to say about that? He sexually, allegedly, he assaulted 2 minors when he was in his 20s. What happened to statute of limitations? That don't apply to certain cases. Now, I know some cases it applies to and some cases it doesn't apply to. But yeah, how old is George Foreman? Is he 60? Oh, he's 73. The fuck? I'm dead, y'all. I'm fucking dead. Madison said George Foreman is 73 years old. So we're talking 50 years ago. Somebody actually woke the fuck up and said, "Ooh, I think I'm going to tell that time that I slept with George Foreman and I was only 16." Somebody woke up and just said this 50 fucking years later. Listen, I'm not downplaying the emotional weight that is on a person when they suffered sexual abuse, okay? I'm not doing that, okay? Because I have experienced sexual molestation when I was young. I talked about that. It's on my YouTube channel. Ain't no damn secret. I can't heal if I keep it a secret, right? And I can't lend a hand in the healing in the community if I don't share my story to let people know that they are not alone. So I am not downplaying the sexual assault. What I'm saying is 50 years later, why do you think someone will wait 50 years to come out with this? Like, y'all motherfuckers better start thinking about the shit that y'all did when y'all were in y'all 20s. I don't give a damn. It had me sitting here going, oh my God, let me think of all the shit that I did. These motherfuckers are coming out the woodwork 50 years later. What do y'all think about that? I need to know how y'all feeling about George Foreman, okay, having an open case now, okay, for allegedly assaulting 2 minors while in his 20s. What do y'all think about that? I'm asking. Hey, hey, Brandilla. Let me scroll up. Hey, Johnny. Madison said, oh wait, Theo said that's because most hiring managers can't think outside the box. That's a good point. Right, Theo. I was like, How am I too structured for the marketing industry? Now I get that. And the funny shit is yesterday when I was having my one-on-one with my boss, we were talking and he said he never finished his master's degree because he had an issue with one class and him and the professor didn't get along and he got very discouraged. And then he said, when people ask him, aren't you just going to go back and take the one class for your master's degree? He said, for what? How is it helping me in my career? And I said, you know what? I'm glad you said that and you my boss because my degrees didn't help me with shit. I went back to school as an adult and I was already in my career making my money. So these degrees didn't do me shit. And then when I tried to change my career and go into what matched my degree, these motherfuckers looked at me and said, no, your resume has you too structured. But what about my degree though? What about that? So I'm not going to use my degree. Well, I use some of my degree, but not all of it, I guess. But maybe a little bit. The fuck? Because I'm in business and I have a business degree. I don't know. I right now I'm just thinking degrees are overrated. That's it and that's all. Madison said um he has I think two more coming by the end of the year. Okay, so Nick Cannon supposedly has two additional ones coming outside of the one we just announced. The fuck? I think this is a coping mechanism. He needs therapy. Let me go up because YouTube is popping over here. I don't know Zen. Zen said, what the fuck is the statute of limitations? I I don't know. Do we even have statute of limitations anymore? You know, all this shit that be going on in the government. I don't know. The overturning of Roe versus Wade, this and that. I don't the fuck know anymore. Now, did y'all hear in Missouri? Is it Missouri? I posted it on my page. Y'all could go and look. Let me see. Let me go to my page real quick and make sure that I'm reading this right. Because I'm like, what in the holy fuck? Did I post it here? I thought I did. I thought I did, but I don't see it right now. I posted something to the effect that said, I think it was Missouri, the state of Missouri, that said that they are bringing capital punishment back to the schools, right? And so what that means is that they're going to be paddle spanking your kids. So I scratched my head over that. You know why? I scratched. Oh, here it is. Missouri school. Missouri school district announces the return of corporal punishment for students through paddle use. So hold up. I want to ask this. I want to ask this, y'all. So we're going to give the state of Missouri is giving the teachers, right, the thumbs up to use paddles for corporate punishment for the kids while in school. But the parents at home can't beat their own kids, can't punish their own kids because the schools and the hospitals and everybody the fuck else want to call child protective services on you. So let me explain this. Like the overturning of Roe versus Wade and all the other shit that's happening in our world, right? And now you want to bring corporal punishment back to the schools to have strangers smack your kids and the parents can't even smack their kids? The fuck is going on? See, I don't understand. It just seems like this country is going the fuck backwards. And then you got to wonder. Then you got to wonder what kids are going to wind up getting the most beating. See, I would be afraid of that shit because once you give these schools the right to have corporate punishment, guess what? Now we got to watch out for our black and brown babies. Now we got to watch out for our babies who chooses their sexual orientation that might get side-eyed from other people. Now we got to worry about all these things and the misuse of this corporal punishment. Let a motherfucker pull a paddle out on any of my kids. Now, I ain't got no small kids, but my grandkids or some shit like that. It's going to be war. The fuck? What we doing? You take the rights away from the parents to punish their children. Okay? But then you're going to give the rights to the teachers in the school? The fuck is going on? Listen, I try to share these things on my page as it goes around, but let me go up here on YouTube and see what y'all are talking about. And then we got to get into the topic. Biracial parents. Is it okay to disown your parent when they are racist? And I'm going to tell you, this topic came about because I saw a video on TikTok, I believe. It was either TikTok or a reel or something like that. And I should have saved it, but the young woman was crying. She was very emotional as she was talking about being raised in a house where when you are biracial and your mom is racist, right? She had to grow up hearing racial slurs, okay, all her life. And she kept saying to herself, doesn't my mother realize that I am the people she's talking about? Biracial parents, there's a responsibility that you hold when you have biracial children. Okay? You can't have biracial children and then talk about black folks in a negative way when your child is black because their daddy black. So we're going to talk about that because a lot of people feel that, I can't disown my parent because that's my parent. Yes, the fuck you can, in my opinion. But start letting that marinate in your head and give me your feedback on biracial parents when one of the parents is racist. What you doing? Right? What are some things we need to tell biracial parents when they decide to get into biracial relationships and have children, right? What are some of the things that biracial parents need to be conscious of? Let's talk about it. All right. Oh my God. Georgie, between Georgie and Uhu, I can't. Okay. Georgie said Nick and his dick is bored. I'm dead. All right. First of all, Georgie, you always with the shits. Was it yesterday's video when you said if you come on my live or my video talking shit, I'm gonna talk about your mama? I was fucking dead. What did you say? Your mother is like, I'm like rubber band and your mother is like glue. Whatever comes back at me is gonna stick onto your mother or some shit. Do y'all follow Kiss the Boys? Cause she be going off. I'm like, oh my God. Hilarious. All right. Cheryl Lee said Nick is trying to get his manhood back after the Jews punked him. Damn. This is what it's going to take? The fuck? Georgie said it's okay to disown your parents if they are toxic, period. I'm not disagreeing with that, Georgie. Georgie said it is okay to disown your parents if they are toxic. And that's what this is. When you have a biracial parent and you have a child that's impacted by the things that this parent has said while this child is growing up in the household, she has every right, in my opinion, to disown that parent for being toxic, right? But my question here is, what the fuck was the dad doing? Didn't he hear these racial slurs? And see, no, this is nothing negative against the white folks. It's not. But this is why I struggled with, I almost dated a white guy. And then I said, nah, because the first argument, and he called me a little black bitch or some shit, I'm going to stab him. So I was like, it just don't work the same. Right. And so I want to say, you know, in a biracial situation, where was the dad when these racial slurs was going on? Now, this young lady is an adult by this time in this video, but she's still emotionally affected as she was explaining and expressing that she grew up with her mother constantly having racial slurs and being racist, right? And she looked at her mom and looked at herself and just wondered, does my mom see me? I'm black. But do you think they see their kids as black when they're biracial? I'm asking. I know my mother better get her phone. Her alarm is going on. When she come to my house, she sleep late. When she home, she up, she on the show. You see what happens? I must have that sleep energy in my house. Good morning, Angel. Zen said, what? Oh, the statute of limitations. I don't know. Cheryl Lee said, I realize what you mean by not reacting after watching your videos. I put my hashtag FitFriend post on timeline. It had 225 views and only 38 reacts. Yup. Yup. Because motherfuckers will watch you, Cheryl. Cheryl, did you tag me in it? Please tag me in it, so because sometimes I don't see the hashtag, but tag me in it because I get Theo's because for whatever reason she pops up on my timeline, so I'm always able to grab her workouts, right? But I didn't see yours. I don't think I saw yours. But this is what I'm talking about, Cheryl. The motherfuckers, they don't want you to know that they watching you, but they will watch your shit on social media. You will have 1,000 views and 2 likes and 3 likes. I got videos out there with 1,000 views, 5,000 views. Well, the 5,000 view video has like 400 and something hearts. But motherfucker, why can't at least half of y'all motherfuckers just hit the heart? Like, what is the big deal when y'all watch people videos? Now, granted, some people on here have admitted that they just forget to hit it, but it's not hard, y'all. Double thumb, double the fuck thumb, right? That's it. They watch your shit, but they won't hit like. So that's why IG and Facebook, they figured y'all motherfuckers out, right? Because Facebook and IG, they promote reels now because they realize that more interaction is happening with reels. And that's why people go over to TikTok because TikTok, same thing. You get a lot of views and the hearts be scanty. You be like, what the fuck? Right? But these applications realize that it's all about these reels, okay? Because the views is what it's about. TikTok goes by the views. They don't go by the hearts. They go by the views. All right. And so Facebook and IG got smart. That's why a lot of people now post in their story or they post in their reels. Period. When you put a regular post, you be like, "Ooh, ghost, Twilight Zone, nobody hitting like." The fuck? The fuck? All right, I told you, Cheryl. Amazon said, did he piss off somebody that they decided they were going to screw up the rest of his life? 50 years later, George Foreman. 50 years later. I really want to see how this plays out in court. I really do. Not that I'm downplaying the trauma, because I want to put that out there right now. I am not downplaying the trauma that was imposed onto whoever the sexual allegations was on and against. I am not, because I understand that that takes some time to unpack. I'm just trying to understand why motherfuckers wait 50 years. Amazon said because that's what it be looking like when you do something, even though it was years ago, you bring it up now and try to prosecute. But why? What do you think is the reason people wait 50 years or 30 years? Exactly, Theo. Back to trying to move to a different career. Theo said they don't take into account transferable skills. Exactly. Exactly. Theo said, I don't even know what you were talking about because well, you hopefully you know now. Hey, Brandilla. Hey, Q Dig. Chef, you said that's some serious allegations. I hope the allegations are not true. I, 50 years later, the thing is, the person the sexual assault was put on, they're probably going to remember every act that happened. But imagine you having to defend yourself 50 years later. I can't even remember half the time when I walk out of this room and I go in the kitchen. I'll be like, what the fuck I came in the kitchen for? I don't even remember what I went into the kitchen for. And that happened in a matter of 30 seconds. How the hell am I going to remember some shit that happened 50 years ago? I can't make it make sense, Theo. I can't. Chef, you said that's some BS. Corporal punishment in schools is a recipe for disaster. Black children will be punished most. And that's what I said. Gay children, trans, we got to worry about people imposing, their personal feelings and executing on this and on this corporal punishment. I'ma fuck somebody up. They hit my kid, any kid that belongs in my branch. The fuck? They better not bring that shit here to New Jersey. I know that shit. The fuck? Cause you know that's what's gonna happen. in my opinion. Okay, so don't be surprised when you hear a black dad or a black woman done went up and busted somebody's ass in that Missouri school. I'm gonna be reading the article like, like, she did what the fuck she was supposed to do. But y'all calling child services when we tap our little kid when we tap our kids on the leg or the butt. Parents can't do it, but you gonna give the school the right to do it? The fuck is going on? Theo, I don't know if the father was still with the mother, right? But that's a good question because that was my question. I was like, well, where the fuck was the father? She never mentioned in her video about the father, right? But even if the father is not in the picture, hopefully the father is in her life. But, there's a responsibility in being a biracial parent, right? When you are a biracial parent, okay, and you're the white parent and you have a black husband, all right, and y'all decide to have children, there are certain things that I think biracial parents need to be accountable for. One, maybe you need to learn a little bit about the black culture. Not just by getting some braids put in your hair, not just by taking vacations to Jamaica and wearing, the Jamaican color bathing suits. I'm not talking about that, right? I'm not talking about putting a couple of beads in your hair and shit like that. No, no, ma'ams, no, sir. Right? If you are a biracial parent, and again, I'm not a licensed therapist, I'm not a certified life coach. I'm just navigating through this thing we call life and exercising on common fucking sense. Okay. If you are going to decide to marry a black man or a black woman, right? And you are other than, then it is your responsibility to understand each other's culture, right? Now, for the most part, I grew up knowing the white culture because that's what we were taught always, right? As black as I am, I still got to study my own culture, right? Because for all my life, we've been learning about the Western civilization, right? We didn't learn about African civilization. We learned about the Western civilization. So some of us black folk are still learning about our culture. All right. And so we grew up learning about the white culture, but when you take on a black partner, baby, it is your responsibility, in my opinion, to learn about the black culture, right? And so that you can be sensitive when raising your child. Okay. And I think that's in some situations, people don't think about that. They have these children and they just think, I'm just going to raise these kids and I'm not going to put the thought into understanding who they are from a black cultural experience, right? We have to be mindful of the things that we say and do in a biracial home, right? It's got to be hard. Anybody on here biracial? Hey, protagonist. Madison said maybe Nick needs to listen to this topic as he don't have one black child out of 10. Damn shame. There was a time. There was a time motherfuckers used to say, I'm gonna get with a white person or a Spanish person or someone other than black so I can have a mixed child because I want mixed children are beautiful. There was a time that people were harping on having mixed children because they were beautiful. But beyond the aesthetics of having a mixed child, there's so much more depth into raising a biracial child, right? Because a lot of times, they have had specials where biracial children have admitted that they don't feel like they belong anywhere. The white population of kids are not accepting them. The black population of kids are not accepting them. And so they're in the middle. It's almost like the bisexuals, right? It's like anything bi just be floating around in the middle. Nobody want to deal with them. The fuck? Okay. Theo said mother is on vacation. Let her sleep. I know. Hey, Aunt Clay. Hope you being good. The fuck? Theo said, now I know. Laugh out loud. I usually will tell people to change their resume to a functional format when trying to change industries. I should have called your ass, Theo. I'm telling you, I should have called you. All right. Amazon said because oh wait, I read that. Cheryl said that's done. What's done in the dark will come to light. Yeah, 50 years later. So listen, I'm gonna tell y'all right now. If y'all did some shit, if y'all undid some shit, y'all need to pray to the motherfucking gods that somebody ain't gonna wake up one day and decide to prosecute your ass. Good morning, Jello. Good morning. Theo said you don't need to be a therapist or a coach to know that if you marry someone of a different race, you need to learn about their culture. You have to care enough to want to learn. I'm just saying, I always put that I always put that out there because I don't want anybody to say, oh, she on here talking shit and she ain't no therapist. You know what I'm saying? I let people know. No, I ain't no fucking therapist, but some shit is common sense and life learned lessons. Zen said in New Jersey, there is no statute of limitations for sexual assault. Oh! Some of y'all motherfuckers better think back about what the fuck y'all did. Let me think about somebody who did some shit to me. It ain't no statute of limitations. Oh shit now. Let me find out. Y'all gonna see me in the paper talking about this motherfucker touched me. Oh shit. Let me find out. Is this only applies then to the rich and the famous, or can anybody stand up and be like, because maybe that motherfucker that touched me need to go to jail now. Let me think about this shit now. Cause what the fuck? I'm just saying. Okay. There is no limitations for sexual assault. So depending on where this was brought up, they may not have it either. This is how Cosby got dinged in the balls. This is how R. Kelly got dinged in the balls. This is how all these motherfuckers are getting dinged in the balls because maybe a lot of states don't have statute of limitations on sexual assaults. That's why you could come out the woodwork and join the Me Too organization 30, 50 years later. Wow. Okay. Oh, hot flash, y'all. See, this is my life. Y'all want some of this? This is my damn life. This is the most miserable shit in the whole universe. Because my glasses are fogging up and I can't see the words to read the comments or anything without my glasses. So I need a minute. The fuck? No matter how young you try to look and exercise and take care of your body, on the inside your ass is old. I'm just saying. Okay. Let's try this again. All right. Angel said, I can't remember what I ate for breakfast yesterday, let alone who I fucked 20 years ago. Thank you, Angel. Thank you. This is what I'm saying. So who wakes up 50 years later and goes, this motherfucker touched me, I'm calling the cops? Damn. Mm. Um, Pat says sexual assault statutes have been lifted now. I have a friend in his 60s suing for when he was in foster care. He was assaulted. Damn. All right. Well, you know what? Damn. I need to think about this, because huh, this is interesting. I just want, I'm sitting here trying to figure out, should I be a bitch or not? I'm trying to even remember the fucking person's full name that touched me. Because if I could think of his full name, I might look at, is he still alive? Because, I might want to start some shit. The fuck? And this was what, 40 something years ago? Damn. The fuck? Cheryl Lee said, remember all the adults that were assaulted by priests that filed lawsuits against the Vatican? Yes. Yep, I remember that. Them priests are nasty. I done told y'all about the priest when I used to come from school and he used to give me candy until one day he asked me to sit on his lap and it felt weird and I ran and I never walked up that block again. Big ass Catholic church. I bet you it's still on 228th Street in Queens. The fuck? Dumb priests are disgusting. This is why I say, let these priests fuck, all right? I don't know why they got to be celibate. They're not really celibate. They beating their meat, they touching up on kids, and they probably fucking each other. Now, I know what I said ain't right, but we have seen and heard many cases where the priests are touching up on inappropriately on folk. Let them have wives, please, or husbands. The fuck? Let these priests have sex. Like, why is that even a stipulation? You can't have sex. You need to be celibate. Why? Because they not. The nuns either. I saw something scrolling across the timeline that said two nuns came back pregnant from some missionary that they were on. And I was like, huh, because they want to fuck. They do. They do. Right, Theo. Some stuff is just common sense. I agree with that. I agree with that. Georgie said, hey, I am Jacinta. Georgie said, I'm rubber and their mama is glue. That's what the fuck she said. I'm rubber and their mama is glue. Whatever they say bounces off me and sticks to their mama's bald headed ass. That's what she said. I'm dead. Okay. Caption, spare your mama because alive Casper, I am going to drag her ass, so leave me be. This is exactly what she said. Okay? The fuck? I can't with you, Georgie. I am Jacinta said, normalize not having contact with family members who are problematic and harmful. Like, y'all motherfuckers need to stop forcing yourselves. See, I am Jacinta. I'm with you. Because, listen, hi, family. Hey, family. These motherfuckers know I don't play with them. I don't play with them. I got some family members. I know they see me, right? And they know I don't fucks with them. Period. If you are toxic, I don't care if you are a family member or not, especially if you're a family member, you're going to get it worse because you're not supposed to do me like that. Okay? I got some family members that, and they know it. I am never shy. Okay? About how I feel about you, whether you blood or not. Right? I'm just getting better at not reacting on it. See, I used to be a little bit ratchet, right? I'm still a little bit ratchet, but I'm more calm. Like, I feel like I'm getting like my mom. Like my mom is real calm now. Like she used to be ice pick crazy. Now she real calm. I feel like I'm real calm now. I'm calming down. And so when people do shit to me, I'm silent. And some people take that as though I'm just taking the abuse or whatever. But no, I'm processing it because sometimes I react and I do shit that I regret later on. You know what I'm saying? And so now I process things over a period of time and I try to handle them to the best of my ability, not somebody else's suggestions, not somebody else's ability, my own ability, because I got to pace myself because but normalize not having contact with family members who are problematic and harmful, baby. And that's normal for me. That is normal for me. I love it. Chef, you said a girlfriend of mine reported her abuser in her 30s. He was a pastor. She sued the church and won. Abuser claimed bankruptcy. He's on sexual offender list. This is in Canada. I love it. Damn. Now, I know people wait because sometimes they're afraid. And I remember when it happened to me and we called the cops and the detective came over. The detective made it seem like me as the victim was going to be dragged. And I was like, I was young, so I don't remember everything verbatim, but I do remember the detective making me feel uneasy. Because I remember vaguely he kept saying they're going to put her on the stand and they're going to make it seem like it's her fault and stuff like that. And I was like, why do people always try to shame the victim? The fuck? The fuck is wrong with y'all? And that's why a lot of people probably don't come out because they don't want to be ashamed. They don't want to be shamed by the public. My opinion. Okay. Good morning, Pat. Good morning. Angel said, I grew up in a multi-generational household. I heard, stay out of the sun before you turn black. Don't you marry no black man and have black babies. You got hair like your black daddy. That's it. It's always someone on this fucking show that got an example for the topic that I bring y'all ass. That's it, Angel. That is exactly what I'm talking about. Let me put this shit on the screen. This is what I'm talking about. Biracial parents having the responsibility to understand how to navigate through their households with their children and being mindful of the things that they say. Look what Angel said. I grew up in a multi-generational household. I heard, stay out of the sun before you turn black. Don't marry no black man and have black babies. You got hair like your black daddy. This is some of the examples, similar, not the same, but similar commentary that this girl on TikTok was talking about. She said that her mother constantly made commentary against black folks. That's fucked up. Don't have no black babies, but mama, you did it. Stay out the sun before you turn black. Don't marry no black man and have no black babies. And you got hair like your black daddy. Listen, folks, if you don't like black people, stop fucking marrying them. The fuck is wrong with y'all? You have these kids, you bring these kids into the world, and then you say shit like, you got hair like your black daddy. Don't have no black babies. It's toxic. Then you want to know why your kids are fucked up and confused. It is okay to disown your parent if they are racial or toxic, period. My opinion. Now, somebody else might be on here because listen, a lot of abuses, you see the kids, they get abused by their parents and they still be holding on to their mama leg. And you be like, how that motherfucker love their mama and their mama abused them? It's okay to disown your motherfucking parents when they are toxic, in my opinion. Because now this girl going to spend years and money in therapy trying to unpack this. And where was the black daddy? Where was he? Thank you, Angel. Thank you. I knew some motherfucker on here had a biracial experience. Telling you. So Angel said that was from my white grandmother. The shit still affects me. This is what I'm talking about. This is from your white grandmother. Now, Angel, what have you done in your adult life, right? Did you take this back to your family and go, I want to unpack some shit? And did you unpack this shit, with your grandmother? Or did you just leave it because you didn't know how to deal with it? That shit is deep, y'all. Hey, I am Lukeman. That shit is deep. Georgie said, I made 80 cents on Facebook since I qualified for Reels Pay 5 days ago. Congratulations. Congratulations. I love it. Okay. That's something. Keep it going, Georgie. I'm hoping that, listen, I might need to start twerking. The fuck? Okay. You can make up to $1,200 a month. I'm going to be posting a whole bunch. I know that shit is right. Cheryl said, yeah, it's hard to remember sometimes from day to day, but unless it was a lifestyle, you remember when you violated someone. Now, I wonder if the violator thinks about the violations he or she did over the years. Like, do you think George Foreman thinks about what he did in his 20s? I'm curious. I'm really curious. Like, does he think about it? And when these lawsuits hit his doorstep, did he say, I remember these motherfuckers? Or did he say, who the fuck are y'all talking about? I'm really curious, y'all. I'm really curious. Okay. Brandilla said there was a convent demolished here that skeletons of babies were found in the walls in the yard. So now that Roe versus Wade is overturned and some of these states don't allow abortions, what the fuck these nuns gonna do? What they gonna do? They giving each other abortions? What's the fuck going on? Brandilla, that is crazy. The mere fact that they, in a convent, they found skeletons of babies in the walls. Because why? The priests are fucking the nuns and the nuns are going out to get some nookie nook. Let these motherfuckers have husband and wives, please. Cheryl Lee said, wow, at Angel, that's heartbreaking. I'm sorry you experienced that from your grandmother. Believe it or not, some all blacks experienced that in their all black home when I was growing up. Brown bag test. Colorism. We talked about that before on this show. Colorism. We do it to ourselves. Oh, dark skin. Remember, now dark babies are a thing. Everybody loved the dark chocolate Hershey babies, right? But there was a time nobody wanted a dark skin baby. People only wanted light skinned kids. So they would get with light skinned people so that they can have these light skinned babies, right? There was a thing about having dark skin. Now everybody praising the dark berry women, the dark berry men, and the dark berry babies. But there was a time that brown paper bag, yes, Lord. We sometimes do it to ourselves because we need healing. In our own, we need healing. Who said my parents told me to love everyone? Right. We're not born racist or prejudiced because black folks can't be racist. Right? One reliable sense that I don't know if I would disown them, but my petty level going to definitely make me put you on blast. Whether I got to bring my racially profiled fam friends to the breakfast dinner table, let's fucking talk melanin. And that's okay too. Right? If you are strong enough, because some people are not strong enough, one reliable sin, this affects people emotionally and mentally. Angel says she's still dealing with it. See, so some people don't know how to confront it head on because they're unpacking the trauma, right? That this has built up in them over the years. But in your case, you're saying, nah, I'm gonna confront this shit head the fuck on and find out what the hell is wrong with y'all. That's a good way of handling it. Have the fucking conversation. Glamour said, not only biracial, this happens among our own people. Same thing Cheryl Lee was just saying, right? Okay. Had a friend whose grandma told her to marry a light-skinned man so you will have pretty babies. That's slave mentality and being told your skin is ugly. That part. Are we still saying that to this day? Are y'all, some of y'all still saying that? Marry a light-skinned dude? Marry a white person so your baby come out cute, so you don't have no dark chocolate babies? Cause the fuck? I hope this went out of style. I mean, I'm gonna tell you no lie. This is my truth. I didn't know no better. See, we are responsible for educating ourselves and healing, right? And being, a good contribution to society. We are responsible for that, right? But there was a time when I was growing up because that's what I was told. I used to tease the people who had the ball kinky buckshot peas in their head. When you see a little boy and they got individual peas in their head, I used to call them buckshots. And I used to tease them motherfuckers. I'd be like, oh my God, they got buckshotty hair. Or you see a girl whose hair is real nappy and you be like, damn, that fucking shit is like Brillo. But baby, I was in CVS yesterday and a little boy with a head like that was in there and his mama had her hair was real thick and real kinky. And I looked at them and I said, wow, they're beautiful. I did. And I said to myself, standing online, Robin, there was a time you looked at people with hair like that and you were like, the fuck is that? Right? Because we were told growing up, I remember that nice hair was the straight hair. This is why people got perms and shit like that. Nobody wanted to have buckshot hair. But look how the world has changed. We are responsible to educate ourselves and do better. Georgie said, you should know about the other culture before you get knee deep in always dating outside your race. Not learning as you go and problems arise and you used to not knowing and you use not knowing as an excuse. Exactly. Right? Biracial parents, you have a responsibility. Biracial relationships, period, before you become parents, you have a responsibility to have these discussions. I'm telling you, when I thought about dating a white guy, I thought about all of this. I was like, nah, because I'm not adult enough. I'm not mature enough. He might say something to me. I might take it negatively. I don't want to have those conversations. I wasn't ready. I wasn't ready, right? And so, but I do think that if I got to the point where I really wanted to be with this dude, I would have had a conversation with him before we decided to be in a relationship. I'd have been like, you see, I'm black, right? And so my whole family gonna be black. And so I see you white. And so we can't be making no racial slurs, no racial commentary. We got to be conscious of our race. If you Italian, I need to know about your culture and you need to learn about my culture. Like I would have had to have a deep conversation. The fuck? A conversation that I don't think about having when I'm dating a black man. But that doesn't mean that we don't need to have the conversation because as two people on here said, Glamour and Cheryl, it happens in the black homes too. Cheryl Lee said, what the fuck? Now we are in capital letters. Shirley said, what the fuck? Roar, your page is being monitored or did you take down my comment about the priest in the Vatican? No, I didn't take your comment down. No, it's still here. Look, I'm sharing it on the screen. Remember all the adults were assaulted by priests that filed lawsuits against the Vatican? See, it's on my screen. It's still there. It's like, I don't know, y'all. It's there. It's there. It's there. Let me go up. Shirley said, what's weird is that the comment was retracted on the chat, but it seems you were still able to view it. Oh, well, maybe they are watching it, but I don't give a fuck. This is YouTube. They don't monitor like that. Facebook might, but you coming through YouTube, so you good. Pat said, do you remember when priests were sexing the nuns? There are many unborn babies buried in the backyards. Well, Pat, that's what Brandilla just said. She said there was a convent near where she lives that when they tore it down, they found all them baby skeleton bones in the walls and in the floors. This is crazy. Amazon said, back home on my island, St. Croix, we had a parish where nuns and priests were always having sex. If they got pregnant, would birth the babies and throw them in the well that was behind the parish. And these motherfuckers think they going to heaven? Like what? What in the fuck is going on? Amazon also says, so when they had to break the parish down, there were a lot of bones from the babies in the back and down in the well. Oh my God. Like I've never heard shit like that before. Like they breaking down parishes and convents and finding baby skeletons. That shit is bugged out. Why can't they have partners? I don't understand. I don't remember a part in the Bible that said that the priest couldn't have, but I'm a little dusty with the Bible. I used to be in it front to back, but I'm a little dusty. But I never did understand why the Catholic priest could not have relationships, right? Every other religion, Baptist, Episcopal, they got wives and husbands and shit. Why can't the priest have wife or husband? My mother just scared the shit out of me. I forgot she was here that quick. You walking around in your gown. You walked out the room. I thought it was a ghost. You scared me. I forgot you. Don't be creeping around. No, he not coming today. I am Jacinta said, wow, Ed Angel, thank you for your transparency. And this is why I love y'all. Okay, I bring a topic here. I don't be knowing whether somebody on here had the experience or not, but you motherfuckers always show up and I appreciate that. And Angel, your testimony, your story is going to resonate with somebody else. That's the thing about telling your truth, right? As painful as it is. And you said that you're still working through these emotions, right? With your experience in a multicultural environment, right? Somebody out there is having that same experience, Angel. And the mere fact that they're going to read this and see it and know that they're not alone. Sometimes people are in pain just thinking that they're alone in their situations. And y'all are not. Pat said, how about this comment among black folks? If you marry that black ass man, I'd have to strike a match to see your children. Ain't that some shit? Remember that? That was an old saying. Oh my God. Or how about the one that said, oh, we can only see your baby when they open their mouth because of the teeth. We are cruel, y'all. We need to do better. We need to do better. Right? Angel said, as a child, I didn't even know it was toxic. She transitioned way before I became aware. As an adult, I gravitated to dark men. I laid out in the sun to tan, went natural. Mm, mm. Wow. Didn't even know it was toxic. I get it. Because how would you know? Right? People on here talking about how we discuss things in the black household, and that's toxic. Just because you're not white and you black, having this conversation with another black person by saying shit like, strike a match to see your baby or marry a light-skinned man and do shit like that, that's toxic too. And a lot of us just take it as regular conversation, but it's not regular conversation, it's toxic. Hey, J. Joe. Johnny said, I got Neapolitan babies, one strawberry, one vanilla, and one chocolate. And I let them know that their color is black, beautiful, no matter what shade you are. Period. Period. Okay. Mrs. Cheeks, good morning. Miss Cheeks said, Lord, I've never heard those. Well, that's good. Everybody's not going to have the same experience, right? That's why we're different. Right? Pete, that's why it is good when we come together and we share our experiences, because you're going to have people like Mrs. Cheeks that says, I've never experienced that. And that's beautiful. But some people have, right? Some people have. And as Angel said, she's still unpacking that trauma. When she was growing up, she didn't know it was toxic. She didn't know it was going to leave a stain. But it did. Hey, the General, good morning. The General said, I'm way late. Oh, happy birthday to your daughter. The General's daughter's birthday is today. Happy birthday to the General's daughter. How old is she? Johnny said, Robin, did you watch that video I sent you about why women date black men? Oh, I started to watch it yesterday and I got distracted. But I am going back to watch that video. Yes, Johnny. I gotta watch that video. I started to watch it and then I got distracted yesterday. The video says that white women date black men because it's the first time they have control in the relationship. Wow. I got to listen to that video. The fuck? Because they have control over the relationship, white women marrying black men. Mm. Wow. Wow. Yes, Johnny. That's what we used to call it. We used to call it nigga naps. For real. I'm saying it with love, but that's the truth. We used to call it nigga naps. I remember when I decided to go natural, and my ex at the time, right? He was like, please don't do that. And I was like, oh, she's 9 years old. Congratulations. Um, I was like, what's the problem with going natural? And he was like, you remember how nappy your hair is? I said, yes. I know how nappy my hair is, but I'm going to love up on it. He said, your hair look like Kaya. Now, I don't know who on here is from Jamaica, right? And if y'all know what Kaya is, but it's a fruit or a vegetable or whatever, and it looks. Yeah, he said my hair was gonna look like Kaya, and I was like, I don't give a fuck. All right, you gonna pull on this Kaya, this Kaya here, or whatever the fuck it is, because I was going natural, and I went natural, and I didn't give a shit. All right, but he was like, please don't do that, because your hair is nappy and it looks like Kaya. I was like, what the hell? I cannot. Okay. Zen said, oh my God, Neapolitan. I can't even look at that anymore. Saw a meme with a forefinger and a middle finger in the strawberry and the pinky in the chocolate. 2 in the pink, 1 in the stink. Zen, get off my live. Get the hell off my live. It is 9:10, y'all. Last time I looked at the clock, it said 9:04. I was going to say it is 9:06, but damn, y'all. It is 9:10, and I appreciate you motherfuckers. Today is Thursday. Tomorrow is Friday, y'all. All right. So they canceled that 8:30 meeting that I had on my calendar. So I'll be able to do the full show tomorrow morning. Yes, yes, yes. But also tomorrow night at 8 p.m. is Coffee with Friends After Dark. I got to get my guest sound working. All right. So AG is gonna be my tester today. I'm going to have to test my live. So if y'all see me go live a couple of times throughout the day, it's to talk about nothing. It's just testing my live to make sure that I'm going to be ready for tonight, right? Cuz I got to be able to have guests on and have some damn sound. All right? All this OS updates and everything, it blew out my configuration, and for whatever reason my guest sound ain't been right. But I'm going to figure that out, all right? As soon as I find some time. Coffee with Friends After Dark. Yes, that is a show, Zen, that I try to do once a month, and we talk about all kind of kinky shit because y'all don't know how to act. Y'all be trying to talk about sex and shit at 8 o'clock in the morning, right? So tomorrow we're going to talk about what we're going to talk about. We're going to talk about fetishes. We're going to talk about, all kinds of things. I don't have my mind right yet, but we're going to talk about polygamy, polygamy relationships, why people choose them, and how do we think they navigate across the multi relationships in a polygamous lifestyle. We're going to talk about that. Angel had promised to jump on the show. So, if she's jumping on the show, she's going to be dressed sexy because you got to dress the part. Coffee with Friends After Dark is our risque, okay, our risque segment where we talk about whatever the fuck we want, and it's got to be related to intimacy, all right? Okay, whatever the fuck you're into, I don't care. Bring it. Don't nobody judge on this show, okay? And if you come on my show and if you're rude, I'm going to block you. And don't make me do that because I love y'all motherfuckers, and y'all been rocking out with me for 2+ years. Some of y'all been here from the beginning of time. Right? And then I got some new faces. So for the new faces, make sure y'all understand that there's a respect level across all of my shows. And I don't care whether you agree with the lifestyle that the person is leading or you agree with what they said. Don't comment. Wait for the opportunity to comment on something you would like to comment on. All right. All right. So Coffee with Friends After Dark is at 8 p.m. I'm going to start advertising that tonight. All right, so that y'all know that it's coming, and it's a reminder. Now, I'm just going to say this, and I'm going to say this again tomorrow. Don't forget that Coffee with Friends After Dark is coming on tomorrow night at 8 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time. And then when you see the show posted after the fact, all right, don't come at me and say, oh my God, I forgot the show. No. Put it on your calendars. Coffee with Friends After Dark at 8 o'clock p.m. tomorrow. Okay. Also, number 2, Coffee with Friends After Dark only streams on YouTube. It does not stream on IG. It does not stream on Facebook. It only streams on YouTube. So if you are not following me, now is the opportune time to go to the link in my bio and make sure you are following me across all my platforms, because you never know what I'm going to do across any platform. If you don't want to miss it, you need to follow me across Facebook, IG, TikTok, especially YouTube, y'all. When you go to YouTube, hit subscribe, hit the bell so that you know that I am the fuck coming on going live. All right. Coffee with Friends After Dark only streaming on YouTube. All right. So subscribe. All right. Tell your friends. Tell them. Tell them to come on. Anyway, y'all, you know what I say. Love up on your brothers and sisters. I brought this biracial topic to the scene. I know a couple of people that are in biracial households, but I can't speak for them, right? Because I don't know what their experience is. But I do know that even in my own household, dark skin was taboo. Like, they used to make comments against dark skin or whatever, even in my family growing up, right? And so I had to, it didn't stick to me. Well, you know what? It probably did affect me a little bit, because at one time I only wanted to date light-skinned men. It wasn't about whether the guy was good enough for me or not. And then I started dating dark-skinned men. And I was like, the fuck, they all the fucking same. They still cheat, dark, light, the fuck. They still get on the fucking nerves. It don't matter what complexion they are. But I had to learn that myself, you know, as I was coming into my own. So keep in mind for y'all parents, even in the all black household, all right, keep colorism out of your house. That brown paper bag shit, don't do it. Don't make comments against the black race that's negative. Don't do it. We got to start speaking love into our families, into our households, walking in that loving spirit and loving up on one another. And I know that we still got a long way to go in healing our community, but we got to do that one day at a time, one step at a time, one person at a time. We are a part of that community, right? So change starts with us, right? And we pass it down. We hope it catches like a fucking virus. Okay? Yeah. That's right, Lukeman. I love that you make sure you hit subscribe, Lukeman, to my YouTube channel because you're on there. Okay, BDSM. We're gonna talk about that too. We talk about whatever the fuck y'all want to talk about tomorrow. All right? Let's talk about it. Do I Oh, Howie? How could I forget Howie? Howie is my son's godfather who he never met. How the fuck can I forget Howie? My son got godparents that he don't even the fuck know. Of course I remember Alvin's friend Howie. You talking about Howard that went to the military. That's my son's godfather. I don't know where the fuck he is. What happened to him? He was fine, but he ain't never check up on my child. He was ghosty as a godfather. Where the fuck is he? Where? Stop giving these people godfather and godmother titles that don't give a fuck about your kids that go ghost. My child don't know his godparents. It was their responsibility to keep in touch with their godchild. The fuck? I don't think I saw Howard after the blessing in the church. You still keep in touch with him? If you do, tell him hey and tell him his godson don't know who the fuck he is. Stupid. I'm just saying. Thank you, Lukeman. I appreciate it. All right. And with that, y'all, I got to sign off. I appreciate you motherfuckers. I'm going to give y'all the vibe that we leaving out on today. But Glamour 47, yes, he is my son's godfather. He is Alvin's godfather. The man don't even fucking know him. I still got a picture of Howard holding Alvin in his arms, okay, in Alvin's child book, because I used to keep a book of Alvin as he was growing. It's like his picture journey book or whatever. And his godmother is Selena. Did you know that, Glamour? That his godmother is Selena? He don't know them motherfuckers. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. But anyway, y'all, you know the message I got for y'all. Even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow. Right, even when your godparents ghost you. I never answered a no, man, I still go. Hey, go, 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 go. I appreciate you motherfuckers for joining Coffee with Friends. Give me the heart if you are on IG. Give me the thumbs up if you are on YouTube. And give me the like if you're on Facebook. All right. I will be back here tomorrow at 8 a.m. loving up on my Coffee with Friends members. I hope y'all loving up on me too. I do feel the love. I do. In the meantime, between time, y'all. Yup, Selena. The fuck. Listen. The fuck they at? Nowhere. Okay. Selena and Howard. Thank you, but no thank you. You ain't did shit. I'm sliding right past that energy because even when I feel low, I can still go. Fuck it. All right. Hey, y'all. Have a good day. Happy Thursday. Come back for Freestyle Friday tomorrow and Coffee with Friends after dark. Go, go, go. Remember to love up on each other because we are all we got. The fuck. Peace. Hey. Go. You got a mind, but even that could change. You could flip the gray matter like some batter in your brain. What? That's why I say, fake it till you make it. And if you play that game, then you just might make a change. See y'all tomorrow. Peace. Take the worst thoughts and take them best thoughts and put them on a stand. What? Never slow yourself down. You could do some more. I'm telling you, we're still here. And as long as you up, you could go. What? And even when you feel, and even when you feel, and even when there's no hope, I never answer the no, man. I still go. Peace.